What's up, y'all? So I want to tell a story. Um, Years ago, way before this timeline I'm in now, and I was living, I would say, kind of like at a lower level of life. Life was definitely not making sense, and no dots were connected. I was, I would say, lost, and just was always wondering, like, what is all this adding up to? I felt like the life I was living was adding up to something. I just didn't know what it was adding up to. Uh, I remember having a dream one night. I was going through, some struggles at the time. I remember having a dream, and I'll never forget this dream. In the dream, I was hopping in the car. It was late night. It was in the middle of the night, and the dream kind of depicted me hopping in the car, probably like a street over from where I lived. I lived on a street, and then on the next street, it was this really nice street. But it was really dark in the dream. I don't remember the car, but there was somebody with me. I don't know who it was. I don't know who the person was. Like sometimes the dreams are weird. You don't really you can feel things more than you can see things. Like I felt somebody was with me, and there was of course like a shadow of them with me. We both hopped in the car. Who was with me, I don't know. But whoever it was, the feeling of who they were was very comfortable. It was like a feeling of somebody I was very comfortable with. You know, there wasn't any bad emotions there. But as I hopped in the car, and as I was shutting the door, I could feel something was coming after me. I could feel like something was like that weird intuitive feeling, like something was coming, and it was I could feel it coming fast. As I shut the door, and this all happened in a matter of seconds. As I shut the door, that feeling was exhilarating, and as the door slammed, this owl that was large and almost as large as the doggone span of the car swooped down towards my driver's side window, because I was the driver, and it was almost like he was trying to get to me, but I closed the door right before he can get me, and he swooped down so fast. It was almost like he was about to get me, and I closed the door, so it was like he was coming 200 miles an hour, so he just missed me, and as I shut that door, his beak hit the glass and tapped it, because he haught it not to smash his face against the glass window, and he haught it. And I jumped, and I looked out the doggone window, and I just stared in the owl's eyes. And it was just like one of those moments, like this rush, and it was like I didn't understand that dream at the time. But a lot of dreams, most of the time, you never remember them when you wake up. That dream never left me. And I did some dream research and stuff after that, because I was like, what does the owl mean? And this is when I started studying a lot of stuff. I started digging into a lot of stuff, because I started getting all these symbolic things that were happening. And I looked up the owl, and the owl stood for wisdom. And I kind of interpret the dream like wisdom was after me, but it was just missing me. But it was coming fast. And, and that's what I got out the dream. Like, this owl almost got me. And the owl represented wisdom, but it would just barely miss me. And we were just a glass window away. I'm looking through the glass, and the owl's looking through the glass at me. But it was almost like I was looking at something or someone I forgot about. Very weird feeling. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more meaning to the dream. And somebody probably could clarify it even more. But it's very interesting to, live the life where even that dream didn't make sense, but years later, after a lot of life and things that occurred in life, I feel like this level of wisdom finally caught up to me. It finally caught me. That owl finally caught me. And in that life journey and gaining that wisdom, which only came through a lot of hardships and came through a lot of observation of hardships and lessons, in which you live and you learn, and you take these lessons and you do better. And I don't think there's no real way other than to live and learn to get wisdom that has major depth. I think we can definitely hear somebody that's very wise and listen to it, and it makes a lot of sense. But if you're someone who's gone through it or going through something similar, it's gonna hit you it's gonna hit you harder. It's gonna hit you harder. It's gonna have a lot more depth to it. And I think, people who do have wisdom, that intensity and how they experience that, they can transfer that emotion to the right people, and transfer that wisdom to the right people if that soul is someone who is experienced a similar level of life, But that dream never left my mind, and I guess I just wanted to share that story. I think sometime whatever higher self or whatever is up there, sometimes they communicate to us through dreams, through numbers, through people. And we just have to be very cognitive of what's going on and pay attention to be observant. But if you're a person who is getting that type of communication, I can just tell you're on a path. And sometimes you just have to embrace and trust the path. All right, I'm out.